Hello everyone, no respawns here. Hope you are doing well. So where are we? Where is this? It's also nighttime, just because it's actually surprisingly light here, and also I get to show the inside a bit better. So where are we anyway? So we are just south of the abandoned bog town, and just north of Watoga. Big splotchy mess here. Quarry X3. It's between that and Bogtown. Very super easy to find. Now this area is an interesting one, and I've tried to build here before. I think I've tweeted about it. I'm not too sure. But anyway, there's this wee little area here, and it's an entire warren of just cool tunnels, and it's very grand. It's also an amazing source of things like glowing harvest. I think that's glowing fungus, rather. That is why and how I discovered this the first time. There's also a few bits of the brain fungus around as well. Now, it's a cool area. It is a bit of a ball lake to build in, though, because of just the limitations of Fallout 76 in terms of, like, you know, making sure things have to snap together, which means you can't put just floating walls down here, which is really frustrating. However, it is a little bit more forgiving on the road. It's also getting towards the morning, so that's probably good, which means I've been dicking around all night. Anywho, so what I wanted to do was build a little bit of a base atop of it, and little bits and pieces on the inside, then decorate. I just want to kind of turn this into like a little checkpoint area with a player home underneath, effectively. It's also slightly frustratingly right next to this wee junk pile here. But realistically, if you want to actually build in there, you can't get both. Like, you can put the camp thing about here, but that means you can only get about halfway in there. So it's a bit of a frustrating thing. Anyway, let's start with the building, shall we? So I've got a few ideas. This one's going to be a semi-live-ish video, because of the fact that I just wanted to, I guess, do it live. So firstly, a fence. Now, I hate that sound with a fiery passion, but this if you just keep, I did it earlier. Place down, you bastard. I know you can place down, because I placed one of you down before. Come on. Come on. I know you did. You dick. There we go. See you, prick. I was getting so angry earlier because I was like, I just placed you down, you monster. Anyway, so yeah, it's quite forgiving. Actually, so that's why it's like the road. I think because the road is like the bridge is sort of an asset, so it's like been placed on top of the ground, which means that it's a bit more flexible with the thing. Just make sure that's not poking through the roof. Cool. So yeah, that was a pleasant discovery. Unpleasant because of the fact that I wanted to build inside a bit more. But also I accidentally discovered that when I tried to place one of those inside, and it immediately did that thing where it jumps up. So that was annoying, but useful discovery. It's just above that one there. I still, with Fallout 76 building function, because I was really noticing this earlier, it's really, well, that's the most annoying thing ever. But, just how not very consistent it is, half the time, is a little bit of a ball ache. I can always just pop it. I hate the lack of feedback as well. It's so frustrating. Okay, so you let me place it there. Why can I not place it here? Okay, you're being a twat, are we? It's fine. I'm not going to get angry. I'm just going to put something else here instead. A bit of a symmetry. Be fine. I just wanted to build some kind of like ramshackle wall. Effectively, was the plan here. Which is exactly what I'm going to do. A ramshackle wall of bits and pieces to make it look like I've just kind of stacked junk up, which is exactly what I've done. So there's that. I've also noticed that maybe this is just me, and it might just be my incredibly progressively more crappy controller that I'm using, but I swear like there's a little bit more lag with placing certain items down. Like there's sometimes you're trying to place an item down and it kind of pauses for a second. I don't know if everyone else has been experiencing that, but it's an absolute fucking ball ache. It's pissing me off, basically. You probably notice it. It's like it's just waiting for a second. You're like, oh yeah, no, you're gonna place down? Nah, maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I'm trying to make, because those of you who have been with me since the Fallout 4 times will know how much Davey loves placing. Can I? Oh, this one needs to be snapped stuff. Davey loves making custom walls, which is what I'm gonna try and do here, basically. Davey loves his custom, junky, weird, and wonderful walls, which I'm gonna sort of do here. Is the vague plan. Okay. God, this guy needs. I need to fucking get these ones. So I guess this is almost like a junk walls video. I guess, sorta. But Davey, why are you putting stash boxes in front? It's just junk, really. It's gonna be random shit as well. Just you wait. Just you wait. What's that, flamingo? Yep. Why is there flamingo? Because that's what junk balls look like, my friends. Random nonsense. Oh, I hate when it jumps up as well. When I place you somewhere, could you place in the area I put you? Not. Oh, you knob. What a twat. Ah, fine, you can go on the box. Oh, and you won't actually let me place you on the box. Fine, go here. Go here, next to the gate. There we go. Actually, I know I want in front of those. What a twat. Right, a couple of fiery barrels, I think. It's a very noisy area, this, as well. What are we intersecting with, your dick? Maybe because there's a... So there's those... Oh, I'm just out of the build area. There's those turrets shooting on... shooting the Scorched Beast Queen. It's a whole thing, basically. Right, so that's that. I need to do this side now. We'll make... In fact, and if I'm lucky, I can put one here like this. Yeah, I just wanted an excuse to build here, basically. Yeah. Right, turn this into a little area here. Gonna have a little tower and everything. It's gonna be a whole thing, yeah? Just so you wait and see. And I just wanted to play around with this area for so long. So here I am, twatting around with it. Put some more of these bits in front. Make it look like it's all reinforced and all that jazz. That's the plan. So this is kind of like a... Think of this as like a vanilla version of what I used to do in Fallout 4. Yeah. So basically, yeah, that looks quite cool, actually. Yeah, look at that. Look at that, see? Fallout 4, you just put a load of shit in front of it, and then it's like weird barricades. It's fun. Making barricades is fun. It's just something bizarrely satisfying about it. Don't at me. Oh, this is fun. So yeah, you probably noticed already I'm doing, I think I may have mentioned actually, I'm gibbering, but like, I'm doing this video kind of sort of live. So rather than me building it and then tearing it down, then kind of showing you, I'm doing this one fully live. I haven't done one of them fully live for a while, but one, it's just kind of sort of a, I don't know, it's just sometimes a bit more less stressful. Especially because I've been trying to build this one for a while. It just kind of helps me to kind of just do it live for yous. Also, when I do walls, I do kind of repeat a few of the same bits and pieces. If I'm just being utterly transparent. So, for example, you're seeing already with these boxes, it's just because it's easier and I can still mix and match bits. So, for example, there'll be a pile of these crates around. So, we're going to basically go over to about here. And it should be a nice little area. It should look very, very nice. And then we're going to add loads of details. Oh, stupid controller. I think something's weird with Windows 10. Windows 10, I think, is probably the buggiest version of to Windows. So I'm using Windows 10 with an Xbox controller. And like my Xbox controller's temperamental nature has been a thing on the channel for a few weeks now. And I bought a new controller, as one does. And it's still acting up. Because fuck off, basically. Because up yours, David, you prick. And that's my life now. That's my life. Can I... We're going to need an extra thing, aren't we? Oh, you're going to be an absolute knob, aren't you? Hey, look at that. Oh, you cheeky little minx. I'll have to put something there, but it's fine. I'm going to put... Can I put these ones there, or is that too much repetition? No, let's... Wait. Hold your horses, yeah? Get that there like that. I'll go a bit higher, actually. No, I've changed my mind. I want you higher now. Okay. Just... there. This is a bit of a blast from the past, this video, isn't it? Davey making an incredibly obtuse junk walls. Well, that's what this is. Those of you who remember the 2000s, it's more the, yeah, kind of 2017 Fallout 4 times, when all the expansions had come out and we'd finally got a modding on PS4. This is all I did. I just made walls. That was my life. I'm going to put one of these here like this. Yeah, and then we'll put the things here. Unless I can do it here, actually, so it sinks in a bit. Yeah. And we'll put some things there. Gorgeous! Right, okay. I like making junk walls. It's just, it's I think because it's so quintessentially Fallout. I think that's the reason. Just junk walls. Love a bit of junk walls, everyone. Great fun. Love them. Get there, you ball bag. You like crates? I hope you do. Those of you who remember the Fallout 4 times, remember those brown crates that I used to put everything on. There we go. There we go. This is looking quite nice, actually. I've got to add more details to it, but it's kind of exactly... it's one of those things that it's looking pleasantly better than I was expecting. Which is always good. Right. Can I squeeze you in there? Or can I put you there, like... Go on, let me pop him in. Oh, did you hear that police siren? You might be able to hear a police siren in a sec. Oh, no, you can definitely hear it now. Maybe you couldn't, actually. Oh, something's stacking me. I'll just place this down. You dick. I'm being attacked. Oh, no, I haven't. I can just hear music. Fair enough. Right. Get in your ball bag. How close can I get this? If I have this a bit further on... Oh, yeah, I've got what I can do. I'll just make a little bit of a... It's been a whole thing. Right. Let's get this part in. And then I will have had a bit of a cheeky time here. Get in. Get in. Get in. Oh, you. Fucking asshole. You twat. Right, okay. Nearly got it in there. Nearly got it in there. I gotta just go there. Does that look too bad? I'm just wondering if the gate will open. Let me just check if the gate opens. Oh, no, that's fine. Alright, okay, we'll do it like that then. We just need to put some stuff in the bits there. Can I move that back a bit? Oh, I totally can. For some reason I thought the gates opened out. Yeah, that'll do. Close enough. Right, in we go. Okie dokie, let's add a few more bits and pieces on the outside. Add a bit of texture. This is already looking exactly, this is looking way better than I expected. It's also been 14 minutes of me just dicking around with walls, so. Already I've realised for adding detail to these out of these barricades, it just looks nice if you put these ones in front, so I'm going to do that. And then we'll put a few signs and stuff. And it'll look quite cool. Still got to do this side as well. Let's make a wee watchtower a sec. Something in the center. I think. I just want a set piece. Oh, yeah, I know what the set piece. I thought that sound was a scorch piece then. I can, if I pop this here. Yeah, let me just double check that goes. Does that stick through the roof in here? That is the most important thing. It does not. Cool. So those of you who remember my last tips video, I showed you how to place one of these and have a thingamajig, a thingamabob, a hoojamaflib, a windmill. I'm going to show you to do it again. I can hear something. Can you hear those fucking police sirens? Oh, you can definitely hear that one. I don't live in the ghetto. There's just a big hospital down the road. Right, come here, you. There we go. Let me up. Okie dokie. It's going to let me do it. Oh, gorgeous. I thought I needed to put them all around it. Which way do I want it to face? Do I want it to face it that way? I don't want it facing that way. That way. Am I doing the right? Yep. Okay, cool. So where's center one? Fuck's sake, dickhead. Right, okay. It sounds like something's attacking me, but I can't actually see it, so that's always good fun. Okay. I think there might be like a freaking rad roach or something nearby. Cool. You can hear the scorch beast thingy going off. Yeah. Yeah, this is nice. I like this. It's always fun when this happens. And I'm glad I'm doing this video live. I know it makes it a bit longer, which some people don't like the waffle. I like the waffle. It just makes it a little bit less stressful. Because you get to see my actual reactions to how things happen, not, you know, my semi-scripted. Yeah, this is good. You hear my squeaks too. I hope you like my squeaks. Squeaks are good fun. So I'm now going to just finish off building the last of the walls, and that way you don't have to see me repeating myself over and over again, and then we can do the full tour. One wee mo. And we are done, and it looks really cool. I've also got a Scorch Beast flying around. I didn't realise that one's actually neutral, so yeah, it's fine. In actual fact, it started attacking some super mutants and a sheep squatch that decided to harass me. So there we go. Everyone's friendly neighborhood Scorch Beast over there. So I'm incredibly pleased with how this looks. It's capturing that kind of vibe that I had in Fallout 4 with the junk walls, just kind of making them a little bit more ramshackle, and it was good fun. Plus, also, I quite like the fact that I've got a friendly Scorch Beast. I don't know why I do, but it's grand. But yeah, it's a really, really neat area. Let me go from this side. And the cool thing is even though obviously the main motivation was building in the area underneath, if anything, this top area has become my favourite part of this build. It's just really, really satisfying and quite cool. Let me show you some more bits and pieces. Now, my favourite part is the entrance. Let me just go to this side so you can see it properly. So basically, I couldn't build a door in the way I wanted. So I ended up having to build this kind of trench system instead to kind of make it feel like it was secure, and it looks fucking cool. So I'll probably kind of go over here. It looks really, really nice. In actual fact, I'm gonna go on photo mode so you can see it. I don't normally do this, but it's just, it looks really cool. It's got a nice kind of like trench feel to it, and even though you don't actually have a doorway, it has a really, really nice vibe, which I really, really like. And I accidentally did this way, but I'm quite pleased with how it turned out. The whole area looks very cool, actually. It's got it feels like, it's rare. This is probably the first time I've made something in Fallout 76 that really feels like it might fit into the game a little bit. I think just the way it blends in, it just feels like a fortification you would stumble across. But let's go inside. So this area is interesting, and I'm gonna address an issue. So I couldn't make this as cluttered as this part isn't really much done at all. This part's done a little bit more. So the reason being is when I would place a lot of the items down, they would disappear. They'd either go up in the air somewhere, or they've sunk down in the ground. They've just basically sunk and disappeared. So I couldn't do as much as I would like. Literally, I couldn't build here at all. I don't know whether it was just me. But I've done kind of little bits down here. I don't know why the light's gone a bit weird, actually. That's a bit strange. I don't know where the light is cramped out. It's fine. It's cool. Let's just close this door, because out here it looks fine. Come on, close the door. Thank you. So it's still quite cozy. There's a few rad roaches spawning here, which I'm actually cool with, because it's a useful way to get, you know, some quickie rad roach meat. You can't remove the bed, and there is a corpse on the outside, but you can still. This is a nice little area. I quite like this little area here. And because of the fact that you couldn't put a doorway here, I just boarded this entire area up. And so this little wee turret just peeks over the top. So yeah, this was an interesting one. So I initially came down here to build in this part. And eventually I couldn't do very much. It's still, the thing is about this area is it's already done. Which is why I guess maybe I don't really need to do very much to it. But I guess maybe I wanted to put my own spin on it. And it would have been nice to kind of maybe have some bits down here. It's a bit frustrating that I couldn't get any stuff in. But outside of that, I'm quite pleased. And honestly, I'm just more pleased with this area so much. It just looks so cool. It's got like a really funky barricade. And I'm definitely going to try and make use of these makeshift barricade walls a bit more, I think. It does hark back quite a lot to my days in Fallout 4, and the fact is that that's kind of, by the end of it, what I was mostly spending my time doing, was like, let's make funky walls, and I think I'm going to continue making funky walls for a while, because funky walls are fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, gave you a few ideas, especially with the makeshift walls, and just kind of making cool barricades. Let's go back to photo mode so you can see it in a bit more. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Gave you a few ideas. I'm incredibly chuffed and pleased with how this thing has turned out. And yes, I will have more videos up soon. As always, follow me on Twitter at norespawns. I'm going to have... so I was actually meant to be doing a Let's Play last week, just before I went to Tallinn. Unfortunately, the video... it recorded fine, except when I listened to it back, I realised it was actually recorded the car alarm from someone downstairs. I just hadn't noticed it, because I had headphones in. So I decided, you know what, that's going to be really awkward. So I didn't bother. So I'm going to do a Let's Play of probably... what do we call it? The Sinking City soon. So that'll be up over the weekend, I think. And then also I've got other videos planned. I'm also going to be doing ESO videos soon. It's just when I was going to do my weekend where I was going to play it loads, our internet disappeared at home. So it's just been a whole little bit of a technical errors with me recently, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. But until the next video, you lot enjoy the rest of your week. You take care.